So when you're selling courses, it kind of feels sometimes like there are so many moving parts to make this work, right? Like you have to create content, you have to have a good funnel, a great offer, the messaging. And today I want to show you how you can really boil this down to 3 things. And these are what I call the 3 habits of the successful course creators. And these are the things that the people that are actually making this work do consistently. And that's pretty much, basically all they do all year long, in between launches, when they're not promoting. And that's really the secret sauce of what making it work. It may sound obvious, it may sound trivial, but these are actually the only kind of things that you need to do. Habit number 1 is create content consistently. So this one may sound kind of trivial, and probably the other habits will sound a bit, too easy to be true. But if you're gonna be honest, creating content consistently ensure that you have new people, new leads coming in at the top of the funnel. So the way you're gonna make this work is that you're gonna pick the platforms that your audience, your ICA, or just your target people that could buy your course, that could be interested, you're gonna pick a platforms that they hang out on. So that could be something like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever platforms they spend time on, and we can get their attention. Secondly, you're gonna pick the format and the kind of content that you're gonna put. Obviously, if you pick something like YouTube, well, the format of that content is gonna be videos. But you could very well, pick something like just written content, if it's on Medium or on your own blog for SEO, or just audio for a podcast, or things like Anchor. All right, so now you have the platforms, now you have the type of content you're gonna create on those platforms, and now you're gonna do this consistently, and you're gonna create at the very least, 1 unique piece of content on that platform every week. And that is what I mean by creating content consistently. At least 1 unique piece of content every week. People need to see you at least once a week, maybe more if you can, but at least once a week. Habit number 2 is building your list. And again, this is super trivial advice, but building your list is really the one thing that you're trying to do all year long. If you're not promoting your course at the top of the funnel, you are building your list. And whatever strategy you're using, whether that's launching, whether that's webinars, challenges, I don't care what strategy you're using, you need to have some solid strategy for list building. And as an extra tip, you need to be a bit creative here. It's not just about creating 1 freebie that you're gonna put out there and that's your list builder. So I'll give you some creative examples, but getting affiliates, for example. When you have other people sharing your content and putting you in front of their audience and giving them an opportunity to join your ecosystem and your list. Other ideas to build your list are things like quizzes to kind of gamify the whole thing, or some kind of contest, or any kind of online event, a virtual summit, or just some webinars that you do regularly. And these are just a few creative ideas to build it. So get creative, switch things up so that people don't get bored, and just do this consistently as well. Habit number 3 is CTA to your course. And that one gets forgotten a little too much, This is not about just creating content for the sake of it, but this is to create purposeful content. We're obviously sharing content to share value, just get your name out there, get some authority, but the point of this is to sell courses. Don't get me wrong, this is not just to create content until your figure bleed, or you're just editing all day for those videos, but it's actually to get people in, to get some new leads, and to get people to buy your course. Because that's the real thing, that's actually what's gonna help them, and all the free content in the world you're gonna create consistently is not really gonna bring them that solution, that transformation that they're looking for and that they want to get, and that your course, hopefully, is providing them. So what do I mean exactly by having a call to action to your course? So in the content you're creating, in the different communication you have on social, via email, stories, all this kind of different communication you have with the people, make allusion to your course. Mention it here and there. Sometimes you can have a direct call to action to the course, depending on what strategy you're using, but just make sure that it's always kind of like in the conversation. So sprinkle it subtly, but make sure it's always part of the conversation. And a good way to think about this is, as if you were going to a restaurant and you're sitting down to the restaurant and, looking at the menu, getting teased, and, maybe the waiter comes over, makes some recommendations, tell you about, all the great things they can cook for you, and then they don't actually bring you the food. You came here to eat. The people that comes to, your content and listen to your stuff, They came here to eat. They came here for a solution. Whatever the solution is that you're bringing with the course, they came here to get that solution. They came here to eat. So at some point, you can show them the menu, you can show them all you want, tease them about what it's gonna be, but you also need to ask them to sit down and eat the food, get the program, get the real thing, and get what they were actually looking for. And these are the 3 habits of the successful course creator. Number 1 is create content consistently. Number 2 is build your list. And number 3 is CTA to your course. So if you want to see all of these strategies and all the tools that you need in order to achieve that and to sell your courses, then I put together the online course cookbook. And this is really the masterpiece kind of PDF that I put together with everything listed, everything for you to see. And if you want to, just click the link below to get the cookbook and you get it for free. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.